let me ramble a bit on this. So Best Food says mainstream is not going to be using gold to buy groceries. What's the real solution? The real solution is something the American people don't really want, right? I say America because I'm based in America, but in other countries it's probably the same thing. The real solution is to let the economy crash. Take the short term pain, the short term hit, take our medicine in the short term to have a better future, to have a better long term future. And because looking at things, right? Currencies have been propped up with quantitative easing, inflation, and printing more money is not the solution. Printing more money decreases the value of our money today, right? So all of us young people will be the ones who have to pay for this because the purchasing power will take a big hit. What do I mean by that? Meaning that whatever it takes you to buy, the cost of buying something, whether it's looking at the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. So imagine what it takes you to buy groceries each week. The cost of that will go up. So the central banks, the Federal Reserve, wants to keep the price of the dollar going up. But yes, the price of currencies can go up while you're losing purchasing power due to inflation. So the fact that we're going to experience inflation and the fact that we're going to go through a recession means we'll be going through what's known as stagflation. So that's when your purchasing power is going down. So if it costs you, let's say, $500 to feed your family on groceries each month, it might go up to $600, let's say, for example, right? While unemployment is going from, let's say, I don't know, 3% to 15%. So you have more people will be unemployed while things are more expensive. So, I mean, in my opinion, I don't think that's the answer. I mean, obviously, I'm no economist, but I mean, I do read lots of books on economy and looking at what the other experts and analysts who study this full time say. I mean, that's really what's going to happen. So, kind of like with a stock, you can't keep going up indefinitely. BTC can keep going up indefinitely. It had to come back, self-correct. So that's why the markets move in cycles. We go through a bull market, then we go through a bear market where things self-correct, because you need that process of self-correction to recalibrate prices, because prices have shot up through the roof to a point where they're ridiculous. They're crazy. So you have to self-correct. You have to have that process almost of self-reflection. So until we have that process, things will not get better. We're kicking the can down the road. So all these global governments and central banks printing more money and kicking the can down the road, eventually this house of cards will collapse. And when that happens, it's going to be a bigger, badder, meaner recession. So, for example, looking at what happened in 2008, right, during the financial crisis. Yes, we went through a recession, but we didn't really take our medicine. Central banks just printed more money, right? Billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, which really put us into the biggest bull run in history. But they should just, so in a way, I do kind of side with Peter Schiff. I think we really need less government and less regulation. So in a way, you could say I do kind of ascribe to libertarian principles, but I wouldn't really classify myself as a libertarian. I like the term independent, right? Because I don't like being with any kind of party. But yeah, I mean, I think that's really the solution. Just let things crash, self-correct, prices reset, recalibrate, and we'll have a healthier future. Until that happens, it's going to be very, very tough